Yo, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here. Welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and today I'm recapping the Friday Night Smackdown that took place on January 17th, 2025, and it took place in San Diego, California. And before we start this video, I just want to let you guys know that my good friend Canadian Yorker will not be able to make it tonight. He was going to make it, but then he's exhausted. You guys have to understand that me and him both have jobs, and he worked pretty late. He told me that he can't make it. He's pretty much exhausted. So, let's get started. It is the Road to Royal Rumble. I love the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. We got 1 month to wait for it. So let's get started. So we start off the show with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio making his entrance. He says he came out to announce that he intends to do the impossible again, and he declares himself for the Royal Rumble. He talks about winning the Royal Rumble from number 2 back in 2006, and then main eventing WrestleMania and winning the World Heavyweight Championship. He said he can't lie, he will be realistic. The competition is heavy this year. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena is going to be tough, but he remembers back in 2006, he did it for a friend that we all know really well. Eddie's chance go up. He gets interrupted by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, he apologized for interrupting Mysterio, but he had to because he heard him talking about how he's going to win the Royal Rumble. But from the bottom of his heart, there's really few men in this business he respects as much as Rey. Kevin said that even go as far as saying that there's nobody he respects as much. Kevin said he accomplished things he dreamed of as a kid. He made events at WrestleMania against Steve Austin. He won tag team titles with his best friend in the main event of WrestleMania. And now he gets to stand here with the title belt. All his idols won, and now he's standing here as your true rightful WWE champion. Kevin Owens says there's one thing he hasn't accomplished before his career is complete, and that's a one-on-one match with the legendary Rey Mysterio. So face-to-face, man-to-man, Kevin said he hopes to beat all those other idiots and win the Royal Rumble, and he asked him to promise that he'll be the champion that Rey picks. Rey Mysterio says that he points out that Owens is not actually the champ. Rey Mysterio has pointed out that Owens is not actually the champion, Cody is, but he told him this: if he wins the Royal Rumble and Kevin is champion, he'll be more than happy to fight for the champion. KO disagreed, yelling in his face about how he's the real champion. Rey calls Owens delusional and says he's reminding him of Dominic right now and sets him up for the 619, but KO rolls out of the ring to avoid it. Intense moment. I honestly don't remember the last time we saw Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio in the same ring. That's crazy. Alright, that would do it for the opening segment. Like I said, it was crazy to see Rey. Rey is announced his entrance to the Royal Rumble. This Royal Rumble is stacked. It's going to be amazing. Like, legit. But moving on to the first match of this Friday Night Smackdown, Bianca Belair teaming up with Naomi. We still don't know who attacked Jade Cargill. Bianca and Naomi taking on Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. Nia Jax with a cheap shot on Naomi out of the gates. LeRae beating Blair down, and now it's Nia pressing her attack on Bianca. Candice in, Bianca with a vertical suplex on her, back elbow mounted punches, EST military press LeRae to the floor and into Nia. Blair with a schoolboy pin on LeRae, Candice diving crossbody, Bianca rolls her through, LeRae slips out with a handful of braids, pulling her into the match. Jax tags in, Samoan drop, Bianca off the top with a crossbody, and both women are down and out. Naomi tags in, slingshot X Factor for 2, mounted punches, winging Nia into the turnbuckles, split-legged moonsault, Candice breaks it up, tag to Belair. Jax feds them both off. Samoan drop on Naomi off of the rope, line tag from LeRae, handspringing from Bianca is met by a basement drop kick set up to senton. Nia off the rope, senton Candice with the pin. Nope, charging in, Bianca Gallon throws her into the turnbuckle. Naomi tags in, hitting a full Nelson bomb from Naomi on Candice LeRae. Bianca Belair and Naomi defeats Nia Jax and Candice LeRae by pinfall. Great pickup win for Bianca and Naomi. Question is who actually attacked Jade? There's so many suspects. I wanted to do a separate video sharing my thoughts, but I didn't end up doing it. But I think Canadian Yorker did a video on our WWE Wrestling Bros channel, so be sure to check that out. But Bianca and Naomi winning the big match against Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. Moving on. We got Carmelo Hayes. I am skipping all the backstage segments, by the way. So if you guys want to go back and see what happened in the backstage segment, there's going to be some recaps like on some websites. So yeah. Moving on, we got Carmelo Hayes going one-on-one with Big Jimmy Uso. Uso in control early, but Hayes comes back with a flurry and puts boots to him in the corner, chops in the ropes. Jim with a back body drop to the apron, and the right hand staggers Carmelo. Uso with a snap suplex on the apron. Jimmy follows it with a suicide dive. Up on the turnbuckles, jockeying for a position, nobody home on the whisper in the wind, but Hayes hits fadeaway. Back in their seat, both men go for the neckbreaker, drops, and both men are down and out. Trading strikes, Hayes floats over a fireman carry. La Vizca connects with nope. Jimmy with a pop-up Samoan drop for 2. Up top for a diving splash. Melo counters with a cold breaker. So close. Nobody home on nobody but net. Uso comes back with a super kick. Still no. Roll up from Hayes. No deal. Jim with a spear. Uso goes on top. But Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu appears. And Tama shoves him down. And Big Jimmy Uso defeats Carmelo Hayes by disqualification. Post-match, the Bloodline gentlemen dominate Uso and lay him out. They also attack Carmelo Hayes. Leading to the next segment. So they obviously got involved with Jimmy's match. Solo Sikoa makes his entrance. So talking about the match, it was a great match until Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga ruined it. So that's just that. Solo Sikoa makes his entrance, or rather he lets the crowd boo for a long time. Solo's trying to get a word in, but Solo, I guess he's too embarrassed that he lost Tribal Combat. He lets the crowd boo for a long moment before dropping the mic and leaving, taking his blazer out and singing it over his shoulder. Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu are left hanging back in the ring. Fatu grabs a mic and asks if this is what it comes to. He's tired of the disrespect and the hate. But even on his bad day, we can't touch him. He doesn't give a damn if we cheer or boo him. But one thing he won't let us do is act like he never got us. Do you think he's crazy or unhinged? The crazy thing about this situation is that he's just getting started. Enter LA Knight sliding in the ring from behind into blindside Tonga and Fatu. They overwhelm him in a really short order, but Braun Strowman makes the save. Braun Strowman swats Tonga aside and gets into the ring with a Samoan werewolf. Jacob is fired up to fight, but Tonga pulls him out of the ring. We're going to get Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman at Saturday Night Event. Wow. I called it. I wanted to see these two monsters fight. I just love to see two monsters fight. We've seen Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman. So that's just that, man. But man, they're gonna fight it out. They're gonna fight it out at Saturday Night Event. I wouldn't be surprised if Solo does move on from Roman, and imagine if Solo feuds with Braun Strowman. That'd be great. But moving on to the next match, we got Angel Garlas, and Herberto Carrillo versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Shelley and Garza to start. Side headlock, block the shot off of the ropes, drop down, trading heel trips. Angel confronts a hand, slap back and forth, Logaza in control. Sabin on the wrong side of town, near fall. Chris gets an Enzerock for a separation and tags Shelley back in. Alex lighting Carrillo up with the hand, flying elbow, boot up, Tyrus into a figure 4 leg lock. Sabin with one of his own as well, readjusting. Humberto kicks him into the corner and slams him for 2. Garloff, Ligo, both machine guns in the dropkick assisted powerbomb and world's strongest slam. Still no. Alex holds the rope open. Chris dives on both of them. Back inside, corner lad roll and a tag. Front kick, pretty deadly are here to run interference. Chris sends a packing tag, double boot. Motor City machine guns with the skull and bones on Roberto Carrillo with the win. So Motor City machine guns defeat Gargano del Phasma. Honestly. By Pitfall. So that was a great match. Great pickup win for the Motor City. Excuse me. For the machine guns. So that's just that. Excuse me. Moving forward, we got a one-on-one match We got a one-on-one match between B-Fab and Pimper Niven. Failing out, B-Fab with a facebuster out of a hangman neckbreaker position, charging in. Nivens with a huge rock bunny. P-Fab rolls away with a senton, float over DDT cover for 2. Pimper on the apron. B blasts her to the floor with a boot, throwing her back inside, getting in Chelsea Green's face, dropping the champion with a ladder off the apron. But when she goes back inside, Pimper cuts her off with a senton off the rope with a shove, fireman carry. Pimper Niven hits the pyro driver on B-Fab. Pimper Niven defeats B-Fab by pinfall. Post-match, Michan runs in and saves B-Fab from an attack at the hands of the heels. So B-Fab, she had a great match, but Pimper Niven just slightly had the edge. So yeah, Pimper Niven's defeat B-Fab by pinfall. Excuse me. Moving on to the next match, we got Kevin Owens versus Rey Mysterio. Owens backs Mysterio into the corner, clean break, go behind waist lock, takedown. Rey comes back with an arm drag. Kevin is frustrated, front clip, clubbing blows, wrist lock to apply. Mysterio flips off the ropes to reverse, side headlock shove off. Kevin Owens cuts him off and shoves him through the ropes and to the floor. Back inside, test of strength. Rey pops up for a rolling flip for 2 of the ropes. Tyrant sent Kevin packing into the ropes. Elbow clobbers him while whip reverse. Owens counters to a facebuster and follows it with a running senton. Crew lets chest go on as KO works Mysterio over, catching a slingshot, electric chair back, blocking a victory roll over the ropes, and he's driving his knee into Rey's sternum and sends him to the floor. Elbows against the barricade. Mysterio gets on the apron. Diving Tyrus bounces Kevin off of the barricade. Rey back inside. He takes his shirt off the rope, sliding top down the bottom rope. Owens has a reverse chin lock in. Mat slam puts Mysterio back down. Crouch shot at the crowd. Mysterio off the top. La Casratora into the Bulldog. Only 2. Kevin has a 619 scouted. Rey denies the pop-up powerbomb and hits a satellite DDT so close. Up top and juggling for position. KO hits the frog slap. No. Back on top. Rey Mysterio with a sunset flip powerbomb follows it with a Shoshitonic. Owens kicks out. Stunner connects. Rey Mysterio kicks out. Kevin Owens go out. Senton and the knees are up and the 6-1 connects. Mysterio lands in one leg. Headed up, but Owens crouches him off the top rope. Kevin Owens hits the pop-up powerbomb to win the match. Kevin Owens defeats Rey Mysterio by pinfall. Post-match, KO was looking for the package pile driver on Rey, but Cody Rhodes makes the save. They brawl. Referees and road agents and security pulls them apart. Over an announce table, the brawl continues. Rhodes goes back to the ring as Owens stands tall and a road case into the crowd. So Kevin Owens defeats Rey Mysterio. I thought it was a great match. And, this tension between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens is just crazy. That's why Nick Aldis announced that Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes will sign a contract for their ladder match at the Royal Rumble, which is going to be an amazing match, by the way. And Shawn Michaels is going to be monitoring as a contract signing. Yeah. Oh, yes. All right. So, moving on to the main event. We got Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany, baby. Tiffany Stratton in her first title defense against Bayley. We saw Bayley win that fatal 4-way last week to earn a shot at Tiffany Stratton's WWE Women's Championship. Circling, collar, and elbow struggling into the corner. Clean break. Back to the lockup. Headlock take over from Stratton. Head scissoring escape back into the headlock. Shove off. Standing switch. Bayley shoves her away and they trade heel trip near falls. Back elbow sets him an arm drag. Sliding lateral over 2. Tiffany hauls off and slaps the role model to the mat and gets clothesline to the floor in the return. Back from the commercial, Bayley sends Stratton crashing to the floor. Drop kick from the corner, block a second. Tiffany trips her up on the apron a few times. Back inside, cover for 2. Back outside around the way, but the role model cuts her off with a big elbow and flagjacks her to the apron. Back inside, cover for 2. Stratton bails. Bayley off the top rope, and Tiffany cuts her off with a right hand before trapping her in the ring skirt and blasting her with a hip attack against the steel frame of the ring. Stratton inside to take the count. Bayley to belly connects. Bayley gets a near fall of a suplex and goes on top. Stratton cuts her off and sends her crashing to the floor. Tiffany up top. Senton connects. Taro powerbomb with her. Bayley kicks out. Armbar applied to the kick out. Stratton wrenching it in. Role model reverses to a cover and gets away. Slinging Stratton to the floor. Tiffany pulls her out with a handspring countered barely. Ghostbuster into the announce table and then suplex her off of it. Joining with Roxanne Perez back inside. Roxanne wasn't there. You've seen. If you guys don't know, I don't do NXT, but we saw Roxanne and Bayley go at it. Diving elbow for 2. Bayley with a just face lock, but Stratton counters. Spinebuster for 2, back and forth. Belly to belly. Still just 2 count. Up for the moonsault. The role model cuts her off. Sunset flip powerbomb into the turnbuckle cover. Stratton kicks out. Fireman carry swings out into a lightning spiral only for 2. Tiffany with a kicks to the corner. Backslide for 2. Bayley steps over. Rose plant countered. Cartwheel Alabama slam connects. And Stratton double jumps. Tiffany Stratton hits the prettiest moonsault ever on Bayley to retain the WWE Women's Championship. Let's go! Tiffany defeats Bayley to retain the title. I knew that she was going to retain. There's no way that she was going to lose, guys. But successful first title defense. I thought it was a great match. Tiffany, I hope you hold on to the title for a very long time. I want to see a decent title run from Tiffany Stratton. That's just that. But anyways, great win for Tiffany Stratton, and that would do it for Friday Night SmackDown. I didn't really mention a lot of backstage segments. If you guys want to know what happened, there's videos on YouTube, and there's obviously recap articles. But anyways, my name is Bruin Still, and in terms of my grading of the show, I give it a. I thought it was a great show, so. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. My name is Bruin Steel. Huge shout out to my friend Canadian Yorker who cannot make it tonight. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel. The link will be in the description of this video, as well as our WWE Wrestling Bros channel. Canadian Yorker uploaded some videos, so be sure to watch those. The WWE Wrestling Bros channel. The link will be in the description of this video as well. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steel. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you guys in the next broadcast. See you guys later.